Hello boys, my name's Gary and today we're going to be playing some Wildstar. It's been about 2 years since this game came out, so let's just jump straight into the mix and basically see how things are. Now the first thing obviously is I'm a fucking professional, but let's see how the tutorials for the noobs. So we're going to continue on to race, and of course it's got to be all in master race. I think I'm going to be playing a spell slinger. So the character customization, let's have a look. Yeah, we'll go for that. First, 2, 10. Okay, so just a quick word on the graphics really. It's a really good looking game. This is genuinely a really good looking game. It's very stylized, very cartoony, the animations are exaggerated, but overall I do think this is a great looking game. Certainly no complaints from me on this front.
You probably feel invincible with all that primal power under your hood. How'd you like to take down that Elden defense construct?
Yeah, he was a fucking doddle, mate.
Heads up, killer.
He might not be a doddle.
Head to the cryo projector and we'll start the thawing process. And hurry.
See you, darling. Okay, so we're out in the world now, and we've done a little bit of questing. We're now level 4. We've learned Ignite. I've found my scan bot from my scientist path. That's quite a cool little feature, to be honest. Just going around scanning things. Kind of teaches you almost a little bit of the lore from the, I don't know, like the planet's perspective, being able to scan plants and that kind of stuff. So I'm enjoying that. I also activated, not that, this little doohickey in here. This enable mouse look. Now this wasn't really about last time I played. I think there were some add-ons that done this kind of thing for you, but this makes the combat feel absolutely superb. It means that my mouse is what controls my vision, and then it's just right, left click to cast my spells, and obviously some number keys as well, unless you're going to play an MMO with only 2 spells, which I wouldn't overly recommend. And it really does make the game feel good. It makes it an action game, it makes it feel more like Terra, etc. I would heavily recommend this to anyone looking to play this game, because to be honest, it's a game changer. It really is a game changer for me. Okay, so to be fair to the game, it's given me kind of ample bag space here, which is quite nice. I'm yet to really hit any restrictions playing this game in regards to being a free-to-play game. For those not in the know, this game went free-to-play about 7 months ago and recently came on Steam. Sometimes with that comes a pay shop that's a little bit cheeky, so let's just have a look at that. So this is the in-game store down here. Too many words, not going to read that. So let's have a look. What can we buy here? Consumables, sometimes they're a little bit... Okay, experience gain, prestige. Okay, so these mainly seem like convenience things. I don't know if someone at in-game would be able to tell me if actually this is some game-breaking stuff, but these seem like convenience items, which to be honest is more than fair for a free-to-play game. The game kind of doesn't really force you down the shop route enough. Now, I know that might sound really bizarre, like, what do you mean they're not telling me to spend my hard-earned money on a game? But these people are going to make money, you know, they're a game developer at the end of the day, and Carbine Studios has gone for a bit of a rough period. I almost think as if they should be trying to get more out of the player base. Because to be honest, I could quite easily play this without putting a penny into it. Okay, so it looks like this guy here has actually offered me a quest where I can go in and practice my healing. I've got to heal these guys, have I? Okay, so this is really cool. It's given me an idea of how to actually heal people without having to chuck myself into an instance and let everyone down miserably. It looks like we've got a mission to embark on whatever this is, Fragment 0. So yeah, let's jump in there.
Go get him, sweetie.
Follow him, he may know where the crew is. Oh, you fucker, you stitched me up. Ah, mate, the betrayal! The outright betrayal! Well, that's the last time I trust one of those guys.
What unworthy creatures dare to tread here? Mother Omna's creation shall engulf you all. Rise not, my speech.
This is a really cool area. Some like abandoned lab that's been kind of slowly overtaken by these aliens. I think he's a big one, but, you know, we're gonna make this work. Ah! I know I keep on creaming over the combat, but it's really fucking good. Okay, so this is my first kind of mini-boss really, so let's see how this goes down. Okay, the telegraphs on the ground are starting to get a lot more unpredictable, shall we say. Yeah, I mean, they're getting much cooler. Much cooler. That's really enjoyable. I was a bit worried that the whole squares, circles and triangles on the ground would get a bit stale, but it looks as if they're really mixing it up on this game. Hugo, you're not looking too sharp, son. Let's get you out of there, mate. Alright, Hugo. Show me what you're made of, mate. Do you know what you're doing, Hugo?
Oh, hell.
No. No would be the answer to that. Hugo, what the fuck have you done? Fucking force field, why not?
Great to see you.
You smooth fuck. You smooth fuck. Let's go. Stay close to Captain Hugo. Well, why wouldn't I? He's dreamy. He is wrecking him. Hugo, my boy! You come up big!
Achievement granted.
Do you have any proof of how good I am? Look at that! Now I know I'm the only one here, but still.
Time to get going.
Look at that. Gold reward. Shucks. You know what? I think support is my healing juice. So I am going to have that because I am going to heal when we get to level when we get to the first instance, basically. I hope the storytelling continues along that whole kind of sending you off on little missions. I do enjoy that. The one thing I'm not enjoying is this helmet that I seem to have acquired. So let's just figure out how we can remove this abomination from our bont. What we got? Is it hollow wardrobe? I think. Okay, so I make a costume. I set that to. No. Okay, so just something to note as I'm going through questing here is that my quest log on the right hand side has become, for lack of a better word, a complete clusterfuck. It's pretty hard to sometimes see where it wants you to go. It might just be teething issues with me, you know. I might just be a little bit of a nub, but I do feel as if it could be a little bit simpler. But we'll see how it goes as we continue.
Challenge failed.
I wish there was some kind of way I could opt into these challenges, because I just apparently always seem to be in a challenge that I have no idea that I've even started. And he just keeps on telling me that I failed, and it's really hurting my feelings. Alright, we've got to wreck this equipment, because they're max, and they can't play games. Okay, so just something to note as I'm playing through this cave, is that the questing has started to become a little bit of your run-of-the-mill MMO quest. Fetch, collect this, kill that. There's not a great deal of variation. If you are looking for something innovative on that front, you're probably going to be a little bit disappointed. Okay, so we've just come across this, and to be honest, this is awesome. This is some kind of, obviously, laser matrix that I'll have to navigate my way through. I'm getting massive, like, Resident Evil, the first movie, the good movie, vibes off this. Yeah, I love stuff like this, just things that mix it up. Should we try and be pro on the way back? I'm sorry, I have failed you all. Okay, so we're currently on our way to see if we can do a two-man quest by themselves. I haven't had a great deal of luck in finding someone to do this with. To be honest, I've been bumping across people when I quest. It's not been a completely isolated experience. I haven't had any luck finding someone to take on this guy. Oh, holy crap, maybe that guy wants to do it. The great thing is we should just be able to fight this thing kind of as individuals and still get the reward with a bit of luck. Okay, so that worked an absolute treat. There we are. I managed to find someone by hook or crook and actually complete a quest with them. So, you know, the game's not dead by any stretch of the imagination. There are people out there who are who you can just team up with.
Uh-oh, now your enemies are really in their pants.
Okay, so we've just dinged level 10. And we've got our first dungeon. So I've managed to make it into my first dungeon. I had to give up last night. It said it was going to take 8 minutes and it ended up taking well over an hour. However, I was playing quite late at night, so this took me about 20 minutes to get into, which is reasonable, although I am a healer. No big, but if you are a shift worker or something like that, it may just be worth taking into account before looking to pick up this game. You're not going to move, are you, mate? Oh, okay. He's a fucking ninja. Oh, please kill that bomb. I am so low on juice. This is going to the wire a little bit here. I've got not much to give. I've got to be careful with my overhealing because I'm forgetting that there's a mechanic in this where you have a shield and your health bar. I don't think regular heals top up the shield. I think I have got specific ones that do, but I am a bit of a noob and extremely underprepared. Okay, this is chaos. This is complete chaos. Okay, so I think our tank's got to pull him in here. Okay, so this is a fairly generic kind of tank and spank fight with these guys kind of wailing on the outside. But the telegraphs do just make it more fun. They seem to, because the mechanic is so clearly explained, you kind of feel as if you can make those last second dodges that maybe in other games isn't quite so clear. Move that out of the party. Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's see how we handle what? Just a meteorite shower. Nothing to worry about here. Destroy the flame. Oh my god, this is going to be tough. Oh god, if they all detonate, we're sizzled. We're going to die! Or not. Well, hey, we done it. That went surprisingly well. Okay, so just a quick summary now so we're actually outside. During the fight, I actually found it quite hard to commentate on it and talk about it with you guys because I had to actually focus on what I was doing. The entire instance felt like a kind of a mini raid, really. Can't think of a time where I've actually enjoyed an instance at a low level more than that. Okay, so the last thing I just wanted to show you really, because it's one of the standout features of Wildstar in my opinion, is the housing on this game is absolutely fantastic. I'm obviously a new character, so I haven't got a great deal. I have bought myself a bar that I'm going to stick down, because my character's going to be a raging alcoholic. So this is really simple. We just buy stuff in our vendor, and then we go to our crate in order to place it. So oh wow, this even looks like it gives us a buff. Oh, how do I get you? Okay. So I can spin him round. Oh, whoa. Okay, nah, I'm not that much of a pisshead. As you can see, this is really customizable. I can imagine people with some way more creative talent than me kind of doing amazing things. I think it's also possible for me to not know what I'm doing. Ah, yeah, I can remodel this place, so just check out some of the stuff that for the walls, etc. I mean, that is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, there's just tons of options to play about with here. Not only do, of course, you get the house, but when you come out of the house, you've got this massive sky plot to play with, where you can put down absolutely anything on whatever positions you want. If you want to see some really brilliant houses, honestly, just have a search on YouTube. People have done some crazy shit with the options available. So that about brings us to the end of our time in Wildstar. Overall, I'd say this was a really fun game to play with next to no barrier to entry, so it's well worth a shot. Next week we're going to be looking at Star Wars The Old Republic, a game I've not played since launch, so I'm looking forward to that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.